Back when I was a sophomore in high school, I was such an overthinker when it came to basketball. I hesitated constantly and just didn't trust my instincts. Everybody was telling me, bro, just stop thinking so much. And then magically everything changed and finally I figured it out. No, I'm just kidding. That advice of just stop thinking doesn't work. Here's the advice that does. Did you know that it is impossible for our minds to comprehend the negative? Don't believe me? Don't think about dogs. Oh, by the way, do not think about your breathing because then you'll start consciously breathing and that'll just get so annoying. Same thing with blinking. Don't think about blinking. Sorry to everyone who is now consciously breathing and consciously blinking like a psycho. So we are not going to be able to just stop thinking, but what we can do is redirect our focus. Instead of going into the game with the aspiration of scoring 20 points, why not set the goal of high-fiving your teammates 20 times? There are no external factors that can hold you back. Also, let me be real with y'all here. I used to set terrible goals. I would go into games like, ooh, I want to get 5 steals this game. And then what would happen is, I might get a few steals early on, but I also put myself in foul trouble. That's when I learned the lesson of not worrying about stats. You gotta let the stats come to you. The best games I played were the games when I didn't worry about my stats, I wasn't sure of how well I did, and then I walk over to the scorer's table and I look at the stat sheet and I see I underestimated my point total, my man. Yeah! But it shouldn't be surprising that I played better when I wasn't focusing on stats because instead of looking at the numbers, I was just playing ball. When I was younger, I loved to play chess. And I got pretty good at it too. Random note here. I was actually able to play chess blindfolded at one point. I lost that ability over the years due to the lack of practice and just because I haven't really played chess in a very long time. Maybe I should get back into playing chess. Anyway, the game of chess taught me a few valuable lessons that I carried with me into the game of basketball and the rest of my life. And I want to share them with you. You need to analyze your performances after the game. Chess is not for the weak, I'll tell you. It will make you feel stupid in a million more ways than one.
My rook, what am I doing?
And the moment you lose your composure in a chess game is the moment you've lost. Even if you blunder a queen on move 6, there's still a game left to play. And to relate that into basketball, even if you're down by 16 points going into the fourth quarter, all it takes is for the momentum to swing in your team's direction, and you're back in business.
Oh, the ball gets away. Who's going to have it? GCIT will hang on to the possession. It goes to Stanwood. Stanwood inside. They'll get the shot off. It's good! Unbelievable!
Like I just mentioned, basketball is a momentum game, and so is chess. In chess, you may prefer to do a slow and methodical opening and ensuring there are no holes in your fortress. And that's cool, until there's a hole in your fortress. Then the attack overruns you. In basketball, if you wait too long to be aggressive, you'll get blown out by 30. If you overextend your pawn structure for the sake of aggression, your mistakes will be punished. And in basketball, once you start forcing shots, you'll swing the momentum to the other team and you might find yourself sitting on the bench next to the coach. I just have to preface this next piece of advice you're about to get, bro. Like, once I figured this out, my life was never the same. I wish I heard this from somebody years ago. That would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of wasted opportunities. Please listen up. Understand that nobody cares about you like you think they do. You know how everybody's watching you play, right? They're just waiting for you to make that one mistake, and they will never forget it. 20 years down the road, Ryan's mom, Susan, will still be talking about that one turnover you had at the family Thanksgiving dinner. Alright, I know that was a bit ridiculous, but that is how we tend to think sometimes. We have this idea in our head that we are so important to everyone else, and everybody's watching. You are not the main character of other people's lives. You are the main character of your own life, and that's why it always feels like the spotlight's on you. But just as you perceive random people in your own life, that's how they perceive you, as a background character. It's not a mean-spirited thing. It's just that we are naturally more focused on ourselves because everything we do affects us, and we are with ourselves 24/7. The way I figured this out was actually through YouTube. Back when I first started this YouTube channel, I was so worried about what other people thought of me. I was so worried that people were going to see this and make fun of me and make jokes. And yeah, it did happen a few times. People have made fun of me for this YouTube channel. People make jokes, but I learned a valuable lesson through that pain. And that is, if you have a passion for something, if you want to make a YouTube channel, if you want to be great at basketball, you can't let other people's words affect you. You really can't.
Yeah, for now, I just want to give a quick little status report, I guess. 150 videos, 676 subscribers. It's not easy. It's really not. Being successful on YouTube, it's not easy. But if I follow the advice that I gave to myself in the beginning, which was, you can guarantee your success just by never quitting, then I guess I will someday be successful. Whether it be 1 week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I will make my success inevitable if I just keep working.
And you want to know something interesting? A skill that I've had to learn to build this YouTube channel is that I had to learn how to get people's attention. It is so hard to do, in fact, that companies spend millions of dollars every single year in the hopes that somebody will just care a little bit about what their brand is or what they're doing. If you were an advertisement, 99% of people would skip you. But the 1% of people that don't skip you either love you or spend their time hating on you because you are better than them at something, and they know it. Truly secure, successful people don't have the time to punch down at other people. You are not that important, bro. Think about it like this. You don't remember all the mistakes that your teammates make, right? So what makes you think that they'll remember all of yours? They are too busy working on their own problems that they don't have time to be worrying about yours. Here's another analogy. You look at yourself under the microscope. Other people look at you with their naked eye. So just free yourself from the mental prison of thinking everyone around is looking at you and everybody's judging you and everybody hates me. Oh my gosh, I make so many mistakes. Free yourself from that prison, man. The people that do judge you are jerks, and you shouldn't feel the need to impress them anyway. Just play your game unapologetically, man, and be you. Just be you. You play how you practice. And if you overcomplicate your practices, you are setting yourself up for failure in games. One of my trainer's best quotes is, "Basketball is an easy game, but getting good is hard." And that couldn't be more true. The amount of volume of reps it takes to be good at basketball is astronomical.
Hey, good morning. It's 5 o'clock, well, 5:30-ish, but we're out here. We're going to get a workout, and then I'm going to go in, take a shower, get more work done, and then I'm going to go to East Borda at 8 o'clock with Coach George and whoever else is going.
And to add on to that, you need to know what to crank out reps for. Well, to solve that problem, I made basketball training programs for shooting, passing, finishing, and ball handling. Click the top link in the description to get access to it. This next piece of advice is absolutely groundbreaking. Brace yourselves because I may just be the next Aristotle with this piece of advice. Have fun. Deep stuff. Nah, but for real though, basketball is supposed to be fun.
Technical, he said okay.
Yeah!
Get him out.
Yeah!
Oh, you want more of this? Come on, bro. Let's go. Come on, bro.
I was just talking to somebody the other day about sports, and this individual said to me, "Yeah, you know, all throughout high school sports, I didn't have fun because I was so hard on myself. I would stress myself out so much that I couldn't even enjoy it." So what's it worth to try to be great at sports if you don't have fun in the process? That is the sole reason why we play sports in the first place, is to have fun. But nowadays it seems like an afterthought, and the only thing on people's minds is getting their highlight reels and being put on Ball is Life and stuff like that. Like, bro, what are your priorities, man? Do you want to enjoy basketball before it's gone? Let yourself live. I have another conversation story to share. I was talking with one of the players that I train, and I asked him, "Why are you so hard on yourself?" To which he replied, "Well, if I'm not hard on myself, nobody else will be." I further questioned him, "What makes you think that all that negativity will turn into a positive outcome?" And my player paused and looked at me. And we both laughed as he had an epiphany. And he said, "I don't know." People often mistake positivity for being unrealistic, weak, or soft.
It's so sweet in here. I think my eyeball is getting a toothache.
But positivity is actually quite the opposite, and the negativity makes you unrealistic, weak, and soft. The ability to be positive in a world filled with so much negativity is a discipline in and of itself. It means getting up after every failure and seeing the solutions to problems instead of just seeing the problems. We are so quick to get mad at ourselves because we are imperfect. But being imperfect is what makes us human, man. Nick, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Nick, and I'm looking forward to this podcast. Should be pretty fun.
Yo, you an AI, bro? What am I supposed to say? Hi, my name is Nick, and the happiest people on earth are the people that know who they truly are and accept themselves. And this leads me to my next point. The happiest people in the world are aligned with their creator. Have faith. With all the thoughts swirling around in your mind, the best way to slow them down is to put your faith in Jesus Christ. As Jesus calmed the storm on the waters in Mark 4:35 through 41, he will calm the storm in your mind, declaring, "Peace, be still." He is the Prince of Peace, and he will give you his peace if you ask him. All that negative thinking is detrimental to your mental, physical, and spiritual health. Ask God to help you, and I know for a fact he will. He has every single time I've called upon him in my life. Just understand that he will help you on his own timing, aka the right timing, not yours. Trust in Jesus Christ and believe the gospel. Now is the time for judgment on this world. Now the prince of this world will be driven out, and I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. John 12:31 to 33. Amen. Now that you know how to play basketball without overthinking, be sure to check out this video to learn how to actually increase your scoring average. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro.